Have you ever stopped and thought, why is this even happening to me? You pray, but it feels like nothing changes. You give it your all, but things still fall apart. You make careful plans, and suddenly everything shifts. And the hardest part? You just don't understand what God is doing anymore. It feels confusing. It feels silent. It feels like you're stuck in a story you can't read. But listen closely. Just because you don't understand what's happening does not mean God is not working. There are seasons when everything feels unclear. You wake up tired, not just physically, but deep inside. You smile on the outside, but your heart feels heavy. You keep moving forward, but you don't even know where you're going anymore. And the questions start. God, why is my life like this? Why do I feel so lost? Why does nothing make sense? Maybe you're doing everything right, but the results don't match your effort. Maybe you pray every single night, but your situation stays the same. Slowly, confusion turns into frustration. Frustration turns into silence. You stop asking because it feels like there are no answers. But the Bible gives us such honest truth. For now we see through a glass darkly. 1 Corinthians 13:12. This means we don't see everything clearly right now. We only get to see a small part of the whole picture. Think of it like holding just one piece of a huge puzzle. You can't tell what the full image looks like, right? It doesn't make sense on its own. But God isn't looking at just one piece. He sees your entire life, from the very beginning to the very end. What feels confusing to you is already clear to Him. What feels delayed to you is already on His perfect timeline. What feels broken to you may actually be in the process of being rebuilt into something better. Let's keep it simple. There are reasons why things feel unclear. 1. You are inside the process, not the ending. Right now, you are living the story, not holding the finished book. That's why it feels confusing. Endings always make sense, but the middle chapters, they rarely do. 2. God works beyond what your eyes can see. Not everything God does happens right in front of you. Sometimes He is building something deep in your heart or preparing something for your future under the surface. Like roots growing deep in the dark before a tree can ever stand tall. 3. Timing is part of the preparation. What feels like a long delay, it's often just God getting you ready. He's not only changing your situation, He's changing you, your character, your strength, your faith. Because if the blessing came too soon, you might not be ready to carry it well. 4. Some answers are too heavy for now. If you understood everything all at once, it might overwhelm you instead of helping you. So God reveals things little by little, exactly when you are strong enough to receive them. Maybe right now you're just tired. Not just physically tired, but soul tired. You're thinking, I don't understand anymore. I don't feel strong anymore. I don't know how much longer I can keep going. But hear this. Even when you don't understand God, He still understands you. Even when you feel lost, you are never abandoned. Even when nothing seems to change, God is still holding everything together. Here's a truth that can set your heart at peace. You don't need to understand everything to trust the one who does. God is not confused about your life. He's not surprised by what you're facing. He's not panicking about your future. He is in control, even in the middle of the unknown. One day, you will look back at all of this, the pain, the waiting, the confusion, the unanswered questions, and everything will finally make sense. And you will say, now I see exactly why God allowed this. Because God was never absent. He was just working in ways you couldn't see or understand yet. If this message encouraged you, please like this video, subscribe for more faith-filled content to strengthen your heart.